So far, it was largely the philosophers who studied human consciousness, but a serious effort to understand consciousness and walk the path towards ultimate reality was made at the MIT World Peace University in the form of the world's first conference on consciousness, the ultimate reality. Many eminent personalities, speakers, thinkers, and philosophers from all over the world share their thoughts on this subject during this conference. In the third session of this conference, Mr. Vivek Sawant, Managing Director of Maharashtra Knowledge Corporation Limited, shared his thoughts on consciousness to assure in world peace.
This university has a main mission of propagating world peace. And this university is starting the school of consciousness. And therefore, the pursuit of this school should be propagation of world peace. What are the basic threats to the world peace? There are three. One is the greed for wealth, the greed for power, and the greed for spreading or imposing one's own culture. Sampatti, Satta, and Sanskriti. Why do these three greeds arise? As Dr. Bhatkar took me once in Sadhakashram in Alandi, and there Guruvarya Sakre Maharaj gave me the insight that there are two illusions among all of us, and that's why these three greeds arise. First illusion is Bheda Bhranti. That is, we always think that you and me are different. We think like that because we consider ourselves as our bodies rather than the cosmic soul, which is the unity among all of us. So, the second illusion is Abheda Bhranti. That is, we consider that our body and our soul are one and the same. And the first one, the Bheda Bhranti, gives rise to conflict between you and me. And the second one, the Abheda Bhranti, creates a conflict between me and the nature. Because once I believe that I am my body, then all the bodily pleasures become my pursuit of life. And that results into consumerism and global warming and greenhouse effects and climate catastrophe and all those things. So basically, the world peace requires that these two illusions are minimized, if not eliminated. And therefore, the school of consciousness may attempt to minimize these two illusions. Now, there are certain modern challenges before us in the wake of these two illusions. The most important challenge is because of advent of the artificial intelligence, what is happening is that the intelligence is getting decoupled from consciousness, and there is an emergence of what is called as non-conscious intelligence due to the algorithms. There is big data which leads to machine learning, it leads to the artificial intelligence algorithms. So these algorithms are the prime source of decoupling between the intelligence and the consciousness. Now, as a result, these algorithms are influencing the human beings in a very, very unprecedented manner, and therefore it has resulted into a largest and perhaps the sharpest discontinuity in the history of human civilization. Because all the previous thinkers believed that, as rightly said by Madam in the morning, the supremeness of Ichha Shakti. Now that is challenged. We believed that human beings are having the gift of free will. But now it is very clear that you and me are being influenced completely by the recommendation engines. So the threat to the world peace is coming from this non-conscious intelligence. You and me believe that the source of all our behavior, all our actions and reactions are resulting out of our free will, because we are human beings, we are great. But if you decipher, analyze the origins of this, you may find them in the non-conscious intelligence. So the challenge before us is to develop the new generation which will go back to the union of their intelligence and the consciousness, rather than depending on this kind of. The school of consciousness, therefore, might attempt to create the further progress in what is called as explainable AI, or I would call the Satyagrahi AI, which will go in the, like Dr. Shukla is sitting here, which will go in search of Athato Satya Jidnyasa, in addition to Athato Dharma Jidnyasa, Athato Brahma Jidnyasa.